We're
supposed to do an intro. But
yeah.
Welcome to the Off the Strip podcast.
Well, athletes, parents, entrepreneurs,
or all of the above strive to be the best version of themselves.
OTS.
Hey, green too cool. You know when you're a champion, you used to
too
it.
much going on right now.
Yeah, you act like I've been here before.
I guess when you win a chip or two, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yo, everybody, welcome back to the Off the Strip podcast. Today is a special. Yo, what's up? You good? Today is a special episode. Special live recording. We normally record on Sundays, but we're here on a Thursday. We got some special guests lined up today. We got our good brothers over at the Weave and Weave podcast. Me and Flush actually jumped on the show about a year or so ago. So we returning the love today, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But again, welcome to the show. I'm your host, one of your co-hosts, Cal.
I'm Fudge him down.
And I'm two-time.
Oh my
God.
God.
Two-time. Okay, two-time.
Oh my God.
That's two-time.
Oh my.
The Bluetooth, the medium well, the two-time. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Today's episode is brought to you by none other than Green Life Alternative Care, the homie. Shout out to my man Cal over at Green Life. Be green, love green, shop green for all your CBD needs. GreenLifeALT.com. Not only just for you, but for your pets, for your furry friends. Not all your pets, just your furry ones. So, stop with us. All right, we don't discriminate. I'm just telling you what works for who. That's it. We love all the pets.
That's it. Tell them two-time sent you.
Tell them two-time sent you. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, we got a good, like I said, we got a good little show lined up. Fudge, how you doing, bro?
Today, on Off the Strip, we're going to do some locker room talk, of course. First quarter, we're going to dive into the three-man weave. Second quarter, we're going to find out about the host of the three-man weave. I got a good halftime I think we all can engage in. Very interesting. And third quarter, only thing to talk about on TV is sports. We got to talk about that NBA Finals. In fourth quarter, so I got a question. Hey man, I usually start off like Cal, how you been? But it ain't about us. Green, two times.
Yes.
What the hell you been up to, man?
Huh?
What you been up to? What's all that about your neck? What's that in your head?
Winning. She said, "What you been up to, winning?"
Just winning.
So I was out in Denver. Where were you? You was out in Denver, right? What league was it?
So it was the Military Basketball Association Nationals. So the men's side was all military, but the women's side was 2 military teams and semi-pro teams. And I mean, we got busy. 5 of them.
You know what could have got busy was the live stream. That's what didn't get busy.
And you know what? I plan on writing a lengthy letter because you and my mother, okay? Sheree was mad. You was mad. I'm like, look, I gotta play. I don't know.
We're trying to get footages, yo. We out here trying to get footages, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
We over here playing games. So
I know.
Yeah, I got a question.
I got a letter to write.
I got a question for you because the fans want to know what was your stats like. Y'all was 5-0. You was on the team, or you was the team.
Oh, that's real. You was on a team or you was a team?
Our team is pretty stacked, but I did well. I played good. I had good games. My first game, I did really, really good. And then my second game, like the first game, I filled up the stats, all the stats. But then we get to halftime. So listen to this, because y'all are both athletes. We get to halftime. Coach goes to check the stat book. The guy says, "We're not taking stats." He said, "Well, what are you doing?" They were like, "Just keeping score." He said, "You have a stat book. Why aren't you keeping stats in a basketball game that has an all-tournament selection?" And they were like, "We were told not to keep the stats." So the first game, I filled up the stat book, and I have no stats to show.
No numbers to show. Oh, nah. Hey,
60-something. We were good.
So my man did he have the stat book sitting there, and he just wasn't putting nothing in it? He was just
they were just putting the points, like the total points. So I could have had like 10 fouls. I could have what?
Oh, y'all not playing basketball. Y'all just gathered up in Denver and just was like,
the women's side was a mess. It was like an afterthought. It felt like we were an afterthought. But our team averaged 96 points. We were beating people by 30 to 60 points a game. Except the championship, we had to we came back from 18 and won.
It was a game.
You didn't touch it.
I couldn't. Was it
That's when you couldn't see?
So the first game I couldn't see. The championship game I got on, but when I got on, it was showing men's. It was showing the men's championship. There wasn't even a live stream for the because you sent me the link to watch your first game. So put it like this: I wasn't able to catch any live games. Anything I watched.
The comments, Cal.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm just saying. Oh, I ain't got nothing, bro. Oh, I was like, what I do?
Loyal.
Lazy, Leo. He was definitely on some different type of time.
Yeah, but we won.
Okay, cool. So
congrats 2 times. What's 2 times? What that mean?
So the first year they held the tournament, which was 2 years ago, I won with Langley, and then now I'm on another team and I won again. So I'm basically like history.
Oh, you be just jumping teams.
I go to who needs me. Langley wasn't putting a team in. So yeah, I'm gonna play with somebody else. Shoot,
you're a freelance assassin. Anybody highest, I'm a hired gun.
Okay, and then one of the teams we beat asked me to play in another tournament with them coming up at the end of the week.
It was messy on that side.
What you say?
That's how I beat them.
I said, what I gotta pay for? Nothing. Okay, I might be there.
Right. What's the ticket?
Might be there. Like that.
I just might pull up.
It's free.
Nah, that's cool though. So Fush, how you been since our last episode, man? I see you it's not scenic today. I know we normally on Sunday. That's probably a scenic day.
Yeah, because I'll be chilling,
you at work today, though. You working on
overtime? At work. Huh?
Little overtime, time and a half? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even work 40 hours. In this profession, you don't work 40 hours. You burn out.
Oh, so you got your second job.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, Green, chill.
Your braids went all the way to the back. Turn around.
They do go all the way to the back.
That's crazy.
What's wrong with braids that don't go all the way to the back?
No, I just thought Futch had the.
Nah, that's Cal. That's Cal. Show it.
Hey, listen. We good where I'm at. I'm good.
Hey, Cal, show it.
No, I like
Green. You feel me? I'm all the way. You feel me?
I didn't even know. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, stop checking for me. You got braids. You ain't had braids last time we was on the show.
Who? Cal? Yeah, I gotta.
Nah, I don't know.
So when you go play your games, you don't get your hair done. Okay, thank you.
Anyway,
it's TV Thursdays when we go play. It's TV Thursdays, baby.
Yeah, it's TV Thursdays. There's a lot going on today. I ain't ready.
Word. That's what's up though. Congrats again, Green. 2 times. You did well. Bluetooth. You out here just racking up the names today.
BT.
That's what's up though. But let's get ready to get our y'all want to get our guests on here. We got anything else we want to talk about?
No, I'm ready for 3 man. I'm hyped.
Whoa.
You feel me?
Whoa.
You feel me?
That's crazy.
Just play that. Just go. Play that.
Y'all be wildin'. Y'all really be wildin'.
Look, I need to call time out. Hold on, time out.
What?
My man said I'm ready for 3 man.
Yes.
But all right, let's go ahead and get our guests up here. So like I said, we do have the 3-Man Weave podcast up here, co-host of my man Hill going Hill. We got AJ, Mr. Red Cup, and we got B Cannon. Cut the cat. That's a fact. That's what it is. I'm with him. I'm tapped in. They just released the latest episode 114. I'm gonna get the name right, but it's on all streaming platforms. It's called. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm jamming y'all up, bro. It's my bad. Let's get these guys on the show though. Shout out to my man B Cannon.
Wow, come on, flexing.
I like it. I love the energy.
That's like the Kappa stuff, man.
Switch it live right there. What?
There we go.
Yo, who cares?
Somebody in trouble?
There we go.
Somebody in
What's
trouble?
up, fellas? How everybody doing?
What's happening?
good?
Well,
Damn.
They don't like them. They don't love them no more. All right, bros. What's going on? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to the Off the Strip podcast.
He left?
I don't know where he went.
He be back.
He got that AOL dial up, that's all.
He's still on American Online 9.0.
Yeah.
Facts. How y'all doing today, though, bros?
We fantastic,
bro.
man. How you?
Bruce.
Can't complain, man. Just another day in paradise, you know. NBA season is over, so now we're trying to figure out what we about to do around these parts, around this time.
We're gonna watch a little bit of baseball. That's it. Just a little bit.
Baseball?
You watching baseball, Fudge? You still at work, bro?
Yeah, I do. I like watching baseball, but I tell you, man, that y'all that first segment had me cracking up, like cracking up, man. The chemistry is crazy fire. So shout out to y'all.
Appreciate it.
We're a work in progress for sure, but we making it.
Nah, y'all here, man. Y'all here. We just all need a bigger platform. That's it.
For sure, man. So how's things over at the 3-Man Weave, yo?
Everything's beautiful, man. We can't complain. We just enjoying it. We didn't have some fun stuff happen. We didn't have some good interviews. We got some good stuff coming up to close out the summer. You know, we just trying to grow and get bigger and bigger, and not be ready for the 3-Man weave like Futch is. we don't want no 3-man. No. We're just a 3-man weave, Futch. It's okay.
Hey,
Futch was a little excited, man. He's kind of tired. He's been working like crazy too, so you know.
Futch is wild.
But congrats to 2 times though.
Thank you.
That's super impressive.
Thanks.
To be able to do something that nobody else in that league has done before, and to be the talent that everybody wants. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
You know?
I'll give you my flowers.
You like the Military Basketball Association, KD. You just going and forming super teams.
Nah, bro.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean. You said I want to go here and we gonna win.
He hasn't taken 2 teams to the chip.
There we go. And one.
So she had to be like Bron. You feel me?
There we go.
All right.
Matthew Bron.
Because when you're the reason why you're winning, it's either Bron or Kawhi. She's either Bron or Kawhi.
I don't know yet because she hasn't really told us the actual stat. She just
said she filled. So listen. I know you filled it up, but and I'm an official statistician.
Draymond fills it up too.
That is a common mistake, bro.
You can either be LeBron or you could be James Jones. I don't know.
That is a common mistake at basketball tournaments, bro.
I'm not gonna just say she LeBron just yet. So
listen. I guess on her show, I'm going LeBron. I'm going LeBron.
I just want tangible evidence.
And listen. This is what I'm trying to give you some evidence. So you know I've worked mad tournaments before, right. and I'm the only statistician on here. So I know for a fact when it comes to tournaments, they always do the women like that with the stats, bro.
100%.
And the book where they keep the points and the stats are 2 different things. And so technically the book is only required to keep the points and the fouls, nothing else.
Oh, well, so 100%. I am just saying.
So I gotta take her word for it, man. Everything's lining up.
You know the old saying, Pixar didn't happen.
You just don't get nets, bro. People just don't get nets. You feel me? If you're not good.
Leo said we need video. I'm on his type of time.
I got video, but I'm gonna ride for mine. So I'm not gonna post the video that I do have. So I'm gonna stick beside her.
No, okay. Let me
explain that. That's your man. You just stick beside him.
Let me explain that. So they did a 3-point contest, right? but they had it set up for the men. There was only men's balls. It was a men rack. So the rack came up to my shoulder and I had to like reach across.
It's about equality. That's what you wanted.
It's about equity, bro. Equity and equality are different.
That shit was hard. And I was so like, people thought I was embarrassed, but I didn't care because I had won one before at the last tournament that was for women. So I really didn't care. But that shit was
what it was. I'm a bucket either way. It don't matter, right?
You're not going to the championship. Like, it's people like,
I just can't see it though. I feel you, Green.
What you say?
And then,
I'm on your side.
And then when Ben Simmons in the 3-point contest.
Oh,
no, it's not terrible. I shot terrible.
That's fighting words.
That's
Fighting words. I just met you, but I will fight with you if you feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? If you feel top level disrespected, I will fight with you on that one. That was the top level. This is a green cup for the Bucks, by the way.
Hey,
but I like that. I like that cup.
He's not a Bucks fan.
Hell no.
You ain't gotta be a fan to pay respect.
But hey, so question for you guys. So what is the 3-Man Weave podcast? All you guys can answer. One guy can. It doesn't matter. But
he'll run point.
Nose goes.
This is Cannon's turn right here. This is Cannon's expertise right here.
Well, we are a collection of 3 guys from different walks of life, but similar at the same time. Our main focus is to change the narrative. And regardless of whatever the narrative is, be it sports, be it community, be it health, wealth, whatever, anything that we feel like is interesting and worth talking about, we'll approach that topic, and we'll try to approach it from a different aspect than most, commentary would approach it. But sports is our background. That is our expertise. And so that's what we do. We like to keep it fun. We like to talk a lot of trash. But the one thing that I will say about us, we are consistent. You will get an episode from us weekly. Unless it's a holiday or something like that, probably not during Thanksgiving or Christmas time. But other than that, you can catch us on all major platforms. And I don't know how to say all our tags and stuff like that. So here we'll have to do that.
That's his job. Got you. No, that's what's up. No, I really,
like I said, I had to let Cannon get the technical out the way. I'm choppy.
Well, I'm gonna do it since Hill got this bad internet service. Look, man, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _. Hit us up on Gmail at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube at 3Man Weave Podcast, please. We need more subscribers. We just want some subscribers. We have fun. You'll love us, I promise.
It's free.
I promise. Are y'all basketball players?
Word, what y'all play? What y'all do?
Man, I play in high school. I played basketball.
I'm 30 plus. I don't play nothing.
Yeah, I don't play no more sports. But in high school, I played basketball and football. I ran track prior to high school, and that's it. That's the extent of me.
I will barbecue chicken anybody in the post. Like I said, I'm about to be 30. I'm about to be 34 in a couple of weeks. I ain't got time to be running around with y'all. Yes, ma'am.
When's your birthday?
August 2nd.
I'm August 9th. See, that's why you was ready to fight. We gotta
see. I thought you about to hate me, but because
we got a little Leo connection.
Nobody likes Leos all of a sudden. I don't really believe in all this zodiac stuff, but I always did it.
So why you bring it up then?
I didn't bring it up.
You did bring it up.
I said my birthday because I'm about to be 30. Think about me being a Leo.
You said nobody believed. Nobody liked Leos.
So you didn't hear Jazz?
Nah, I'm messing.
Yeah. We're not doing that.
Dang, that's crazy.
Hey.
What Fudge? Why are you the only one laughing? What we miss?
I don't know.
Fudge is weird.
Hey, I'm tripping.
One of his coworkers.
I know.
But maybe it's like behind for Fudge, so he's just getting the joke.
It is. Hold on, my thing messed up. All right, hey,
come
for
on,
real,
bro.
I'm back though. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, describe to us like how y'all do when y'all prepare like for a podcast.
We don't prepare, to be quite honest. We like, but that's one of the reasons why I think that we have so much fun, because we don't do any pre-production. We don't really prepare. The most we'll do is like Cannon to hit us up and be like, "Hey, what we talking about tonight?" And we'll try and come through with a couple topics. But usually we'll get going, and next thing you know, our supporters in our group, they'll start asking questions. Once I get, halfway through my red cup, I'll probably come up with a topic or something. And then just whatever's going on. So, like I said, we are mainly a sports podcast, but we do it all. We do movie breakdowns. We talk about music. We talk about life, all of that.
We kind of do prepare. I guess, our preparation is probably just our weekly communication. And that's just how this really all started, just from talking trash to each other, in our little group chat. And so that's really how it started. And it just always talking that trash and then saying like, look, I told y'all that would happen. And then it came to fruition or whatever. So it's like, we did that for years, prior to 2018 when we started our podcast. And then, finally we just got fed up with it and said, you know what, we're sick of it. Get the pod so that it could be on record. Like when I said something and I was right. So then when y'all don't believe me, we just rewind the tape. So every week we do like talk about whatever's current in life and news, sports, and we'll talk about it. And so some form of that will manifest in the episode. So it's like, it's not a formal preparation, but it kind of is, because if a guy's out of the loop, you'll probably be able to tell that episode that he ain't been around or he been out of the loop.
Real talk, the group chats really be making the episodes, Like, that's the blueprint, that's the skeleton to it. And it just kind of like, it's not. I can't tell you how many times like I was getting ready. Before I shared a note with y'all, like I open up my phone, I literally just scroll up the group chat, see what we talking about, see what Fudge got going on, see what Dad's got going on. I'm like, all right, bet we gonna boom, 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 boom. So the group chat definitely makes the pod. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Man, sometimes we gotta stop the conversations.
Yeah,
like I gotta say, hold on, bro, hold on. We going too far. Let's wait to the pod and let's really get it off.
That's true.
Because sometimes we'll waste it, like waste it in the group chat, and then we can't,
Like, we were just talking about today. We was talking. I was like, no, wait a minute. Wait till we go live. Wait till we push the red button.
Because it don't be authentic if you try and run it back. Like the conversation,
it won't.
It just don't hit the same.
How many times I tell you, like, we be telling each other, like, yo, shut up, yo, stop talking.
I don't want to hear it right now.
That's all good and all, but I don't want to hear it right now, yo. Holla at me Sunday. Like that's really what we be on. So that's real. That's real. Jazz, what you got? You got anything?
It's not. It's not on here, but I want to know what he's drinking.
I got a little Dobell tequila. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's tequila, bro. You got
tequila.
Some smoked silver tequila. I'm telling you, man.
You was probably drinking that as a kid when you was looking under that teacher's skirt, huh?
No, that was.
Hey, I want to know who raised y'all, yo. Y'all some wild boys with these.
That was my. See, what had happened was I had some older cousins, and so I knew. But what happened, man? See, not just.
So let me give a little context first.
Don't worry about it.
On their last episode, 114. What's the name? Can y'all tell us the name of that episode, by the way? Because it was a wild name. It was like Frankie. It was
Freaky Greeky versus Tank the Frank.
Freaky Greeky versus Tank the Frank. So they had a little segue. They were talking about we all have that one teacher that like we couldn't stand like coming up, or like no, it was a teacher, but it went from when your parents came to see you to that.
Yeah, that's what.
So my man over here, AJ, had this teacher that was just like, I ain't gonna say what he called her, but he said something about it.
I said a witch. Jazz, I respect women. I will not disrespect women. I was raised by a woman. You know?
Nah, when I heard it, I was like, yo, you know what? I did have that teacher. We all got that teacher though.
See, you making me out to seem like I'm just some type of like bad guy deviant.
No, it was bounce pass segue. That's what it was. It was the.
Hey, but see, here at the 3-man, the ball don't touch the floor. I don't even need a bounce pass, just chest. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Ooh, not the Euro. Cap good as ass, Jazz.
I like that one.
That was good. The ball don't touch the floor. You run it.
That's good.
Hey, so I know this, but the strippers, our listeners want to know how y'all know each other.
Okay, we are fraternity brothers.
Oh,
What frat? What frat?
Oh, you know, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Whoa. I don't like this at all.
You
I don't like this at all. Hold on, wait a
know.
minute. I don't like. We're just gonna hold this right here.
Sit down, Calvin. Sit down.
y'all.
Hey, I need my brother to get in these comments real quick.
Oh, that's
I need
cute.
y'all to get in these comments. I feel like I'm being
That's
attacked
cute.
right now.
You a little wet behind the ears, ain't you?
Yeah, you like 2 days old, him.
You
I
know
remember,
that,
I remember when I was in Neo.
I remember those days. I remember those days. You still got nail you and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I just got a wristband. I'm chilling.
Where's your lanyard?
I'm on ice.
On his keys.
All your keys, right?
On his
I
keys.
ain't got nothing on me, bro.
But nah,
That's so precious.
but nah.
Fraternity brothers in here. Okay.
The funny thing is though, all three of us met each other separately, like not together, like so. But we all just came together. Yeah.
So y'all didn't go to the same college.
No, we did, but it's like I met AJ. I think I met AJ before him. I probably met AJ first. But Hill was he's my back door. So it's like, man, Hill was already tight when I met AJ. But then, you know,
it's a
I left.
Term. Don't.
Yeah.
Now,
But then, like back door is like my back door, like he got my back. You feel me?
We are not about to PJ Tucker this right here.
Yeah, but
no.
But it's like then Hill and AJ, you know, from being in that same area, got their bond, and so it was like when we all ended up around in the same area, you know, post college at one point in time, and so you know, it just made perfect sense.
And what college was this?
Virginia State University.
VSU.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You went to Virginia State, Fletch?
Where did you go to school, Jazz?
I went to Hollins University, an all women's college in the mountains.
Oh.
Did you enjoy it? You enjoyed your time there?
I hated it.
That sounds like where they make scary movies at.
Roanoke? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. There you go.
That sounds like where they make scary movies.
Dang, that's cool. So y'all gonna have like a shimmy situation go down or something?
Why would we do that?
You see these? They retired. They retired.
Yeah.
These shoulders are retired. I'm sorry.
Fudge is the only.
Nah, they never retired, man.
Fudge is the only active shoulders left.
Yeah.
And they suspect. Only time they come out when I'm with like 7 people. That's it. Like in the group. It's never
Founders Day or something last year, and I kept asking you to like post the shimmy, post it. You wouldn't do it.
I think it was Founders Day. I was posting mad stuff, and she was like, "Shimmy." I was like, "I don't think I got no videos." It's different when you get older. I got like 4 lines under me. I don't know. I'm paper. I'm old now.
That's so cool.
But Green, they raised me like in the frat. All 3 of them like brought me in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Hill and Canyon brought AJ in.
Yeah, I'm that old.
Nobody brought me in. I just took a test. I don't know what they did. I just took a test.
I just took a test.
Yeah, and you failed the test the first time.
Man, you failed the test?
No,
No.
They kicked me out of the classroom.
No.
Now what story you want to tell? Now what story you want to tell?
They did. They kicked them out of the classroom.
I was
That's
ready.
true.
I was ready. I had my number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
I had my Scantron and my booklet, and they said, "Hey, excuse me, sir, come with us."
Damn. You gotta talk about that. Gotta hear that.
That's so cool though.
Hey Hill, remember you was hitting me like, yo, we was
I don't know.
I'm messed up.
You said y'all brought
Text me, Hill.
Okay. Because
I'm
I'm about
you on off the script, OTS, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna get it, da. During that time was when Calvin was doing that whatever thing he was doing, but it was like that was it. So we had one of the whole
everything. Pause. Fuck. Yeah, we gotta go.
Damn, this is getting crazy.
Gay ass podcast. I'm out.
What's happening here?
But during that time, it was he was pledging. He was doing his alpha thing.
Okay.
I was living a dream.
It all makes sense. I'm about to say y'all went through a little hiatus, and I'm like, okay, what is going on? Okay, and then you came. Congratulations,
congrats, bro.
You made your own journey, made your own path. You may have took a wrong path, but you
made one.
You made a path.
I chose the coldest and boldest one.
You chose the one where you got to be a monkey, snake, and Martin Luther King.
They confused.
We got it all, man. We command it all. I mean, you know what? We're not gonna get into it.
Oh, because
before we get into halftime, I do have a question for you guys.
Okay.
What happened, Jazz?
I was putting together the monkey and the snake.
Oh, yeah.
She's figuring it out.
Right,
she did the science.
So, what would you guys say is like, since you guys been podcasting, what has you guys have learned as far as your least favorite element that you weren't? Let me reword it.
There you go.
What is something you weren't prepared for when you decided to do this podcast, a thing that came about that you now dealing with?
Want me to go? Or you got it, Phil?
Let me go. I ain't gonna be political.
When you put the headphone on, you was like, "Oh damn, I wasn't ready for this part."
I'm the informal one. It's the support, and it's
don't touch the flow.
Yeah, I you know how I was gonna give it up.
I got a different one, so
that's why I'm going. Cool. That's why I'm going first.
Yeah,
it's the fact that people know what you're doing,
and they don't listen.
They see what you're doing, but it's just like they're hesitant to, follow through.
It ain't the.
It ain't the mainstream. It ain't the mainstream. So for example, we said the same exact whole thing. I think AJ made a whole point. He compared Shaq and Giannis the other day. Shannon Sharp goes on his show. He goes on his show, gives a whole soliloquy. Everybody love Uncle Sharp, Uncle Shay. You know what I'm saying? But now AJ just said it.
AJ said the same thing.
But you don't want to give AJ his prop, but you ready to give? Oh yeah, Uncle talking that talk. But what AJ speaking pig Latin? And this is people that you and this is people that you actually know, the people that you actually deal with, and it's like, damn, y'all making me go through so many hoops, like just for something that y'all do on the regular, and it's just that's the part that you really deal with, and it's frustrating to a certain extent.
Oh yes, I agree.
I guess I've kind of understood that prior to doing it, so it's like that part never bothered me because I already know like people they're gonna do whatever they want. Like even if people love and support me, they still may not have time in their schedule to listen to my podcast, and that's okay to me. Like however you support me, even if you just praying for me at night, you feel me? So it's like that's cool, but it's the one thing that I will say that is the hardest about this is the marketing and the promotion, and that's the thing that you probably have to be the most consistent at, and that's probably my weakest link in the thing. And I will say that Hill and AJ, they do work hard at social media. I've never been a social media person, you know, I'm from the old cloth. Like when I was talking Instagram, last thing you wanted was your picture snap. So it's like I never really been a social media person, but it's like to move in business in this day and time, you got to do that. And I feel like that's really what we lacking. I feel like if we could master that piece, then everybody would be on board, because that's what you got to make move for people to get on board in this day and age. But that's the toughest part for me.
You got AJ. No, that's real. I'm with you. Go ahead, AJ.
But really, like I was saying, like he'll hit the nail on the head with kind of just the support, because it's frustrating when you are validated when people are coming to you trying to talk to you about sports and give you their sports opinions, but don't nobody want to listen to you when you actually like, hey, I actually have a platform. Like you want to debate me in sports all the time. Like when something happens in the news, you want to jump in my DMs and all of that. But listen to my platform, because I've addressed all of this, multiple times on my platform as well. So that gets frustrating. And really it's just kind of, I don't think like being consistent is hard, but it's being consistent, and sometimes you got to be willing to stick with it when you're not really growing. And then, you do see some growth, but you still may not be where you at. But you got to really just accept every small win that you have. You can't get too down on yourself as well. So that's really what is getting me through now. It's just like everything is a win for me. Every single time we put out a new episode, that's a win for me.
Big win.
So I'm happy with everything that we're doing. And if we've listened back to episode 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a
growth.
Oh, it's a big difference.
Oh man.
Fresh, you remember episode 1, bro?
We was all over the place.
We was all over the place.
What the hell we was doing?
Man, like I can only so that's tough. No, I love that, man. Like with Cannon, I get you, bro. Like the consistency of like social media literally controls. Like it makes so much money for so many people. Like if you're not consistent with it, like you can literally fall. Today's news can be old by 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? It's like you really gotta stay on top of that shit if you really, really want to be. If you really want to be successful. So I completely understand that, man. And I hate it though. Like I hate it sometimes. It's just like we come from an era like America Online. I know we was dealing with his internet service. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's my era, bro.
That was simpler times. You know what I'm saying? Like you picked up a newspaper or you looked at, the what was on TV and that was it. Now Instagram and Twitter is like your TV.
And Cal, I'm gonna tell you about the part that that I like that you said. It's just like, everything happens, and then next thing you know, something new in the news cycle. And that's something that also, like, we'll have a show, and as soon as the show ends, it's something that we have, that we waited for, and we're gonna say like we couldn't fit it in this show, so we're gonna talk about it next week, and then it blow up, and then everybody talks about it. Every single angle gets hit, and it's just like, damn, we waited. And I had a good point. I had a good point on that, and so now it don't even matter. And the next thing you know, it's evolved and it's swept under the rug, and nobody's even talking about it no more.
That's a catch-22 as well, because sometimes when we wait, we get more information.
Yeah.
So once we wait and be like, okay, we can hit it like in all aspects of it and not leave out anything, leave anything untouched.
Yeah, just gotta adjust on the fly.
You gotta be nimble when it comes to this.
Hold on. I said something wrong, Jay?
Nah, he took a sip. I think it was mostly liquor. That.
I was thinking, first was saying some questionable things, and then I said, untouched. I said untouched. And she immediately started laughing. I'm like, well, I can't touch that.
Nah.
Before we move on, but the thing about Cannon not being like the social media guy. Okay, cool. That's when somebody steps up and they're the social media person. You know what I'm saying? I'm the volatile, emotional person. Like I'll snap in a heartbeat. That's when Cannon say, "Hey, look, bro. Like, nah. Like, you ain't got to respond to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when you utilize your people, you utilize your team, you utilize everybody in all aspects. And like AJ is both, so AJ can be like, "Hey, come on now, we ain't got it." you ain't got to respond to that one on that one. You can leave. Oh, he'd be like, oh no, go ahead, glitch on him. Go ahead.
Take the gloves off. I also might get us canceled. One of the two.
Yeah. But that, like I said, that's why you have Cannon there, the sensible one, the calm one,
Hey, AJ, I think you was talking, AJ. I think Cannon was about to talk, or it might have been the other way around. But he was like, okay, all right, go ahead, get us canceled. I'll be right
here. Nine times out of 10, and we gonna go get canceled.
It's gonna be AJ.
It's gonna be AJ, but then we just gonna rebrand and come back.
It's gonna be the pick and roll. And
the pick and roll part. The pick and roll.
I mean, this is gonna be the pick and roll. You know what I mean?
Featuring Go Spot up in the corner right quick.
PJ, Fuck, we lost. God damn it. Hell no, I ain't PJ Tucker, man.
You don't want to be him, bro. You don't want to be him. The only reason why I personally feel, the only reason why that man is still even in conversations is because of his shoe game. Like, he literally went from corner to corner. He took 3 dribbles a game and was somebody take this. Somebody take it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Get him, Cannon.
That's literally why one of my keys to victory for the Phoenix Suns
was to
make
PJ Tucker beat you.
PJ Tucker play basketball, and spotting up to shoot a 3 when you're wide open is not basketball. That's wide open, but you're not supposed to be wide open every time. That's why I said, like, if I was Monty, I would have brought in somebody to just be a body on Giannis. I know you're going to get beat, but listen, what I don't want is everybody collapsing, because that's where they're killing us, is the kick out. So if we put the body on Giannis, make him go to the foul line without getting the and ones, like if he's missing because we're fouling him hard and then he has to make the free throws, it's a different type of pressure if I'm making the bucket and shooting and one. So it's like somebody, but it's like they just literally let him blow past, and it's like I don't know what that was. And then they fouled him late. You can't foul finishers late. You cannot do that.
Not especially in the NBA.
Eric Evans.
Eric preaching to the choir, right? Hey, that boy preaching.
But that's the thing, though. When you become he's good in the media. So when you become you get a reputation of being an elite defender, a good defender, they're never going to take that away when they like you. Feel what I'm saying? Like PJ Tucker never did anything wrong for the media to detach his reputation. So that's why but when you actually look at the game, you're like, who is he really shutting down? He ain't shutting down that. But
he was on Jay Crowder.
It's just like Patrick Beverly.
He is
PJ Tucker does his job.
PJ, that's to say that he does his job. He competes. He gives you high energy. He does what PJ Tucker does. So, but if you're really looking at him like an elite defender, you're gonna be like, come on now, relax.
But I agree with Kyle's point.
I agree with Hill because it comes with energy on defense. Like, you got to want to play defense. You got to want to.
Really,
you have to put your thought into it. So I want to say PJ Tucker's a lockdown defender. He was on some trash teams. He came over to Milwaukee where he got a bigger platform. He did what PJ do. Mm-hmm. So they called him a lockdown defender. Like, he didn't shut shit down, but he gave a lot more effort to other 9 motherfuckers on the field. I mean, on the court, on the field. Hear me? But on the court.
To Kyle's point, though, he found a lane to keep himself relevant, and like it's almost like back to the social media thing. It's like he's always on Complex, he's always on Nice Kicks, he's always on all of these things, doing something with sneakers. Like, he gave the assistant trainer, like, it was her first game being a head trainer. He gave her a pair. She could never get a pair of Jordan 1s. He gave her a pair. He's pulling out $25,000 pair of shoes. Like, he's doing all of this stuff, and that keeps him relevant on that. And all he got to do is do his job on the court now. And anybody else, if you just do your job on the court, you could very easily fade away for just doing your job, because technically that's mediocre. But because he's doing his job and I found my own lane, like Kyle said, it's like, hey.
Nah, it's working for him. Like,
it's working, bro. He's milking.
AJ, then we're gonna answer. We got a question from the comments, but go ahead, AJ.
No, I want to talk about the first statement from the Black Math Academy where you say check steals and turnover stats. That'll answer everybody's question. No, the hell it won't. That ain't gonna answer everybody's questions about who played defense and who good at defense. No, like Steph Curry gonna get you some steals because he gonna get into the passing lanes, but he's not just gonna be a straight up defender. That's what we talked about. PJ Tucker bringing energy. That's the biggest thing with defense. It's really just wanting to stand in front of that person. Like it ain't about being technically sound and you got to do this and have good form. No, it's really just getting in front of your man, especially in this day and age in basketball, because you can't put your hands on nobody, you can't hand check nobody. So just stay in front of them. Want to be there. Want to interrupt their movement.
Be there.
Don't let them get to their spot. That's all it is.
All right, we got a question from the comments here. We'll let you guys answer. What is Giannis' biggest weakness?
He can't shoot.
He can't shoot for shit.
But I think I don't care. Okay, and it's like I'm gonna use Uncle Shay, like you said. He said, like, bro, you can't have everything. Like, God doesn't give. He gave no one everything. Like, everybody has a flaw. So it's like. This is right. We're trying to find Giannis's biggest weakness, but it's like, bro, I don't think he has a biggest weakness because he works on all his weaknesses. You know, work ethic is his biggest strength. So it's like, as long as that's his biggest strength, I don't think he's gonna have a weakness. But it's like every player has something. Like, you know what I mean? Shaq can't shoot threes, you feel me? Because he was just a dominant beast. So it's like, if Shaq could have shot threes, that wouldn't be fair. And if KD, the way that he could play, could just dunk on anybody and body up and back down everybody, it would be unstoppable. If Steph could slash to the rim like Bron and get downhill, freight train, like, come on, how will we stop Steph? So it's like everybody gotta have some type of weakness, but it's what are you gonna do about your weakness? And what we see from Giannis is he's working on all of his. So it's like best player on the planet, in my opinion. So I mean, what you gonna do? If
Giannis is like, and people like we talk about, oh, Giannis can't shoot. It's not that he can't shoot and he's not working on it. Giannis is one of those people every offseason he has done something to improve himself. Mm-hmm. If Giannis comes back with a shot, if Giannis shoots even like 32% from three, it's over. There's nothing. It's over. There's literally nothing you would be able to do with him, and he's only going to be like 27.
I don't think so. I think his value would go down.
If he can shoot,
I'm stop doing the things that he's actually really good at and fall in love with that 3-point line.
No, he's natural. Those things are God given. Like the way that he can just take one step from the top of the key and get to the rack. That ain't gonna ever, like, unless I get injured, I ain't gonna not be able to be good at that because that's my wingspan and my first step is what God gave me. So it's like, if I do add on shooting, like Kobe Bryant said, the jump shot will unlock the game. That is the key to basketball. If you can get a jump shot and you don't have one, everything else on the floor that you can do now opens up.
Let me jump in here real quick here. So Jazz, when you watch the finals and he comes down and everyone's just sagging in the paint and trying to build that wall, and he just settles for that mid-range jump shot or a three. If he knocks that down at just like a small percentage, but it makes you respect it, we've already seen that you can't stop him when he drives. So now, like if it makes you even have to play just semi straight up and you can't clog the paint. I don't like Giannis. Like Giannis doesn't like. He's not one of those big men who doesn't like to bang. He gonna bang with you, put a body on you.
Not when you do, in my opinion.
Like, and he can pass.
Yeah, he goes unconscious.
And so it's just like he gonna bang with you. I think he likes that, and he's not afraid to go to the line, regardless of how bad he shoots from the line. He ain't afraid to do it.
He can make them when they count.
So if you got to step up even one more step or two more steps, that just means he has a better chance of blowing past you even more. So he don't have to rely on the shot. That just make his job a lot easier when it comes to getting to the rim.
I want Jazz to expound on her point before I go, because I think I actually understand what she's saying. I just want her to expound on it.
So if you look at how like the game has evolved from like people banging and getting and-ones and all that things to people shooting 4 or 5 feet beyond the 3-point line, I think that's what would happen to Giannis if he actually developed a 3-point shot. He would fall away from what he's actually good at and gets 50 points off of doing and start shooting threes. If you pay attention to what he did at the beginning of the playoffs, they were talking about on NBA TNT how he kept shooting that bum-ass 3-point shot because he
Charles Barkley was tearing him up. I remember that.
He wasn't getting 50 at the beginning of the playoffs because he kept shooting that 3.
Okay,
but that's about that.
Oh, hold on, I got it. Who did they play in the first round?
I can't remember.
They played the Heat in the first round. Somebody they had somebody that can match up with him. He can't just get to the paint and just bully them. So he had to expand his game and he had to shoot. But I'm not going to dwell into that as long because I understand your point, because I think what you're echoing is Kevin Love, for example. Somebody that got a jumper. Now all of a sudden he never went back in the paint.
Serge Ibaka. I was just talking about that today.
Never went back in the paint. They found their jumper.
Battling. Serge a little battling. No.
On defense, but not on
Really?
offense. Not on offense.
Like when these play like what she's saying. I'm not gonna take your point.
It can happen. It does happen.
When they find a jumper, they fall in love with it. Like what? Okay, Cannon. How many times have you texted me and said I'm tired of AD shooting?
I'm sick of it.
And
no, that's why I said it does happen. But
yeah.
But the thing is,
AD ain't built
as
like
much as I love AD,
that's the thing.
Yeah, Giannis.
So his triple threat doesn't scare people. So it's like he's a better shooter, so they really believe. But the thing is, his first step is not quick and fierce like Giannis is. So it's like if you're late on Giannis's first step, he's going to the rack now. So because of that scarcity, it's like as a defender, it's like, oh, if he is hitting a 3, like AJ said, it's almost like a Steph Curry now. Do I go out there? If I go out there and if I hesitate, he's shooting it. And if I do commit and go out there, he's blowing past me. And this is what I'm saying. I think Giannis is a very intelligent player. So if he does develop the shot, I don't think he's going to be self-reliant on it. I think he's going to use it like a Steph Curry does. That's how Steph Curry became an elite finisher. He was not an elite finisher, but what he did was say, "You're so scared of my 3. Now I'm going to the rack." Once he got his ankles better and he could have a good first step, because the first step is everything. Mm-hmm. He became a better finisher, all because they're coming out there harder than they come out normally because they want to close out to try to block the shot. And that's what they're going to have to do. Giannis is 6'10", 6'11". They're going to have to close out to try to block it if he starts shooting at 35%. You're going to have to.
Yeah. Let's just hope he don't fall in love with it. Medium well. That's all.
I hope not.
I think he's built different because their team is built different. Like their team is built for him to go to the paint. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's been trying to expand his game. Yes, he's been working on his jumper a lot in a couple seasons, but they built this team around him so he can go to the paint and he can dominate in the paint.
And I think he just may have figured it out. I mean, you nailed it, Jazz. You said he wasn't doing it but I think the light bulb may have come on. I got to trust my guys to shoot the 3. So I'm going to collapse the lane, and I'm going to trust my guys to shoot the 3. But if I do shoot at a higher clip, guess what? I can get mine in transition now because he loves the walk-up 3. So now if I can shoot at it in the offseason, now my walk-up 3 and I can hit that transition 3 more, then I can still in the half-court set be that triple threat guy at the top of the key to make you collapse your defense and get it to PJ Tucker, get it to Middleton.
Salute.
Thank you.
Jazz, what part of the 3 you comfortable with? You more comfortable with? What's your sweet spot?
My left wing.
Yeah, I'm a wing guy.
I'm left wing, and I like to come fast break into that.
Okay.
Fast break?
Yeah.
It feels good, man. It feels right.
See, y'all didn't even know I'm getting the scouting report. Y'all ain't even know I'm getting the scouting report. Y'all ain't know I'm getting the scouting report because when we do this basketball tournament, Jazz, I'm gonna let you know right now. Better get your icy hot.
That's getting 6 points on fast breaks. That's it.
Equality.
Hey, we're gonna jump in the that was right? No. I think, I'm gonna end it with this though, but I think Greek gonna be all right, mainly because he's not American. When I say that, what I mean by that is that he's not as distracted as an American basketball player would be. Like he comes, like his humility is so deeply rooted that like his work ethic and his grind is honestly going to keep him laser focused. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's making bread now. Like he's gonna get. Like, I mean, my man he went to Chick-fil-A and got a 50-piece nugget. He's living his dream.
That was in his contract.
You know what I'm saying? Like that 50-piece came with the chip. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know AJ got something for me, but I just think that like that work ethic is different coming from where he came from. So that's just my 2 cents on it.
Before AJ goes, I'm gonna be quick. Be quick. That right there, Cal, is the reason why we don't watch the mainstream media. I've never heard nobody eloquently say that.
That's really what it is, man. When you come from nothing, you figure that shit out.
Now, in comparison, what's the boy Ocho and on what's FS1? He literally Emmanuel Ocho, that's his name on FS1. Literally just said Giannis cannot be the face of the NBA because people don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah. That's ignorant.
AJ go.
AJ go.
AJ go. I know we're getting off of this topic, but I just want to say I do want to push back on because of he's not American. His work ethic is different because there are some American players who do put in that work to get their game to another level each and every off season. So, I know it ain't, third world, issues, but hey, man, you look at some of these places that some of these players come from. Hey, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing to do but ball.
You know what I'm saying? So I won't go there. I just think that he just does have the mindset of no matter how great everyone else tells me I am, I'm always going to get better. And so that's why I think Giannis has the mindset to do it, because I think there are other players that have done it too, that have, they weren't, as highly touted, but, they've continued to increase their game. Just that's like, even some guys who came, from who were Americans, went to top schools, they've grown their game in the meantime too. Like we saw what Julius Randle just did. He proved that, all of that talent that everyone said he had it because he worked and he refined his game. He continued to work. He never got lazy. And that's why people, are out of their fucking mind, talking about Ben Simmons with Giannis. But I said we wasn't going to stay on this long. So let's move on to halftime or third quarter. Which one is it, Fudge?
Hey, so that was third quarter. So we kind of got delayed halftime anyway. Halftime. I'm glad Jazz is on the show. Like I love to have different gender perspectives on it. What is the definition of talking? What is talking? What?
I'll wait.
What? When can somebody be like, "Oh, we talking"? The fact that it's hard to answer like
that's because that term. I don't even know. I don't even know if I have the green light. I don't know if the streets are gonna green light me for this, but it's like, bro, that term was invented to keep you guessing, bro. So the person that invented "we talking" is the person that wanted their cake and eat it too. And I'm just being honest, bro. So it's like that term is made for you to be confused about it like this. So it's like
toxic is what you're saying.
When can I say it's slick talk, bro? That's what we talk like. So what? Because like back in the day, like when I didn't want to be locked down, it's like that was always the question, like when you were so I do remember. There was always the question, like, so what are we? So what?
Off your dancing shoes, Cannon.
But no, so that was the question. Was like, what are we? Like, what are we now? So it's like, so it's like that was the by time thing. It's like, we talk. I like you. You know what I mean? We'll see. It's like, oh, I just bought myself 2 or 3 weeks. You feel me? And you might tell the other one. So that's what that term was invented for. So it's like, you can say, so your question, to answer your question, when can you say it? You can say it whenever the hell you want, because if a person believes that you're talking, they're gullible.
All right,
let me follow up on
the
question derived from a female. She was telling me a story about her friend talking to the dude she was talking to, whatever, but she was like, oh, me and him used to talk. Mm-hmm. Like, did y'all used to talk, or did he get your number at the club? Like,
and see, people use it from, like, they don't use it the same.
Her trying to not throw salt, but it was, I used to talk to him, girl. Like, just be careful, whatever. Like, did y'all really? Was it for real? Do he feel that way? That's where it come from. So the whole talking question is like, it's a question mark in the front of the word.
So what's talking to Tom?
Yeah, your female perspective.
When are you talking? When was you talking to Bae?
Oh, let me put this full screen.
I don't know. I think talking is before dating, obviously, but
yes.
Stage.
Y'all probably had sex already.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So.
Okay.
But y'all haven't exclusively like cut off all your other hoes.
Gotcha. Have you spent any money on Bae for y'all to be talking?
Yeah, I mean, okay, hold on. I'm different. I'm not like a you pay for everything type of situation. So I might have.
But as long as he spent a couple dollars on you,
I might have spent on the first time we went out, and he might have spent on the next time. Like that's the type of person I am. But
money come and go. It don't define nothing.
I hate when girls say that.
Money don't define that. If your birthday coming next week and I talk to you today, like, oh, I'm gonna get you a card and some flowers. I'm like, I'm a gentleman. You feel me?
Right.
Like, money come and go. I don't think that don't work.
But I think you can talk to a couple people at one time.
Okay,
you can date a couple people at one time.
There's some validity there.
Huh?
When we say dating, that's like going out. Like,
dating is like you're going out.
Wait, hold on. AJ, you can date other people too?
100%.
Oh, okay. All right, so AJ is not only talking to multiple people, he's also dating multiple people.
Wait. What's dating?
You dating?
We went out together to do some walks in the park, ice cream.
Specifically, because I'm interested in moving forward with you.
We might have took a picture or something.
Right. So if I'm dating you, I'm dating you to see if you're someone that I want to become exclusive with, correct?
Yeah.
So then what's after dating?
Huh?
What's after dating?
The relationship.
A relationship is
multiple people and just pick a relationship.
Hold on, wait. Jazz. If I'm an employer, I don't just take one resume and say you're hired. No,
I gotta have the best.
I'm gonna figure out which resume I'm gonna do. Huh? No, I'm dating you. Talking, I don't get to know you. If I'm talking to you, I don't really get to know you. When I'm talking to you, I'm just getting that person that you want me to see. Dating is when we're trying to dig a little bit deeper.
The representative.
And see who you really are a little bit. I don't get to know you.
And you're still getting a representative when you date too.
I'm still getting a representative, but I get to peel back a layer.
Yeah, you get to peel back. I feel you.
You know what I mean? I get. It's like it's not talking is test driving the car. Dating is when they say, here, you can take it home for a week.
Dang.
And then when you buy it, now we together.
When I actually put my name to it and say, you know what,
this is y'all together.
This is when I say
you lease it, y'all together.
I said that on air. Oh,
I said this is mine. You know, this is my car. I drove it off the lot. I don't have to return it. You dig what I'm saying? Then once I finish all my payments, then we married. But until then, we just dated. You dig what I'm saying? You finance. We together. I don't drive no other car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I still got payments. But then once I get that pink slip, that's when the marriage come in. But if I'm just dating, I'm gonna take this car home for a little bit. But if I don't like it, I don't have to keep it. I can take it back. But if I do, you know what I mean?
I'm different.
He's spitting, yo.
He definitely getting some
in his bag, and I like it.
I think.
I bet you do.
Me personally, I think you can talk to multiple people. I feel like you can talk to multiple people in the talking stage. You can have talking stage multiple people. I don't really think you can date multiple people. I really do hate people when people say that. Like when I'm dating somebody, obviously I see something in you that I can potentially get into a relationship with. So I need to focus on that person. You can't focus.
I gotta go next, AJ.
Hold on. You can't focus on that person.
When did halftime start?
I don't know. You can't focus on that person if you're dating multiple people. Now you can talk it, and for my example of talking, like advanced level of talking is you texting consistently, you're actually going out consistently, you're chilling consistently, and you possibly having sex consistently. That's in the talking. That's in the talking stage. But me dating you, me actually really trying to get to know you, I can't do that with multiple people. That's just my opinion.
Hold on. I got a question.
Go ahead.
Is dating coming over? Is dating kicking with someone on a night and y'all don't even have sex? Or y'all got relationship status?
That's
you get to that point where y'all can kick it and y'all that don't even go down.
That's a relationship.
Yeah, I'm about to say
that's not dating.
That's relationship.
Eric,
That's
I'm
what
Hill is correct.
I ain't doing that.
Hill is correct that what he says, that is what dating is supposed to be. Okay. So I told y'all what talking is. That's what dating is supposed to be. But let me tell you why it's not. It's because when you are dating, that is the stage where both of you are most vulnerable, right? So because you are vulnerable, you both are hedging your bets. Like AJ said, he's looking at multiple resumes because he's scared. He's like, oh, if I go out there, let me finish, bro.
Okay, I got you.
If I go all the way out there and commit and then it don't go right, then I don't want to get played. So everybody's doing that right there. Well, not everybody. Some people, when they date, they come in like Hill, they're ready. But some people, they not. They want that. I like you and everything that Hill said, but it's like I just don't trust it yet. And from what's happened to me before, I'm still a little skeptical. So I gotta play it cautious, and that what leads to people dating multiple people. Maybe not specifically in AJ's case. I use him as an example, but the average person, that's why they're doing it, bro. They're hedging their bets, and that's what people do when they're not sure.
Okay.
Hey, so let me hit Kenny real quick. I know you're gonna come with some heat, AJ. I agree. I feel like the vulnerable stage and not being sure. I blame, and we used this earlier, I blame social media. I remember
that's definitely a big
I'm
role.
not that old, but it was a point in time like where social media wasn't big and you had to go out, you had to go meet shorty at the movies, skating rink, and all that. And like I'm putting my energy into meeting you there. Like I'm putting my energy into dating you there. But because of social media being so big, people sliding the DMs and women even shooting a shot too. It's like that talking stage and that dating stage can be very great, just like AJ said. But there is a few individuals that address the situation like Hill, but I'm so big on like I hate social media, but I use it. I can't be too vulnerable. So I'm on AJ type of time, and that is why that is my reason for being the way that I am. I blame social media.
Here's the top comment of the night.
Eric is my guy, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. He's on my type of time because, like I said, I gave you the job interview. I gave you the job interview, like the job interview metaphor. And like I said before, you may be going like for Hill. You said once you start dating someone, you do it exclusively. For me personally, if I'm talking to people, I'm gonna talk to anybody I want to.
That's fine.
If I'm dating somebody, there may be a couple people that like, okay, I like her there because there have been times where I've had multiple women that I've liked all at around the same time, and some may have been around longer than others. Because hey, look, sometimes somebody may have been around and times didn't line up and shit didn't really work out. So you're like, what? You know what I mean? The stars didn't align, but I still like you. I still, like how you make me feel and stuff like that. But then someone else may come around and it may be that instant spark, but I need to make sure that shit is real. So I may date,
but that's what I was saying. That's that vulnerability part there.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's what that is.
But here's my thing. Here's where I think where dating is fucked up. There's no honesty. because people are afraid to be honest when it comes to dating.
Said,
No. People are afraid to be honest when it comes to dating because they think that's gonna disqualify them and make them think something else. For me personally, I ask questions when I'm dating someone to as a test. I ask, are you dating anyone else at the current time?
And I hate tests. And when I get tested, I'm lying.
What? No, exactly my point. But okay,
because don't test me.
Don't press me.
I'm just saying.
No,
I get
because
nervous.
I want to know if you're going to be honest when you don't owe me shit. Because if you can't be honest when you don't owe me, honesty, you're not going to be honest with me when you do owe me honesty. So I'm going to ask you, are you dating anybody? If you say no, then it's like, all right, cool. But I'm just not going to fuck with you no more.
If I'm not enrolled in school,
you can't be honest because I'm
and you test me. Okay. I'm going to give you the answer that you want to hear.
No, but see, that's the thing. You don't know the answer. Like I said, I want the truth. You don't know.
I do know. I know when someone's testing me what they want to hear, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what you want to hear. Regardless of what the answer is.
I don't care.
And then I'm going to tell you, don't test me. Like you could be my mom. I tell people, I don't like being tested, bro. I don't even like being tested at my job. Like, don't test me. Like I've already. How you a teacher and you tested me? I've already proven myself. So it's like, bro,
put your pen down.
There's a certain point.
Why are you
already proven yourself? So if you're asking me those type questions that are you're trying to trap me.
It's not a trap. I just really want you to answer truthfully.
But like I said, but like I
then
told
don't
you,
test me. Just ask me straight up.
What are y'all?
If I ask you, are you dating anyone else? That's a straight up question.
But that ain't a test. You're gonna try to ask me a sneaky way.
No. I've never done that. You can ask anybody I've ever been with. Like when we're dating, you date anybody else? No. And you ask me, yes, I'm dating this person and this person. I don't care because I don't care. You want to leave? That's fine.
AJ don't give a damn.
I mean, that's light skin powers that he got.
Hey, it gotta be that.
Man, he'll turn if you turn your brightness up, you ain't far off.
Whoa, AJ done told every joint that.
Hold on. You certified.
I ain't talking to date nobody else.
You certified lover boy.
You the only one.
Certified lover boy.
Hey, he capping.
Hold on, Cal. I don't think you answered the question though.
I didn't.
Yeah, I don't. We the conversation went a little left. I don't remember hearing your response.
So the question was.
It was really what's talking. That's what the question was.
And don't get in trouble because we seen.
Yeah, she was. Run the question back. When it's talking.
No, like define talking. Define talking / dating.
Define talking.
Look
talking
at you.
is when you get to that level where it's like,
he's stumbling.
I'm waking up and I'm sending this text message. I'm like, yo, what you about to do for lunch? I'm tapped in.
That's dating.
That's past. That's
dating. You are dating.
I'm married. I'm good for everybody.
That's probably right.
You dating, but Good
morning.
I did say consistently texting. Hey.
No, like my consistent text, like, woke the beach. Oh shit, here we go.
You can catch us on all major
podcast.
Hey, never mind, y'all.
I gave you the olive. I said, answer.
Hey, nah, we good. So talking is when you really like it.
Not talking.
Cal, tag out. Jesus.
Hey, Cal. Let mother
use him.
All right, come on. Come tell us
Let Cannon go. Can't cut the cap.
What's the definition of talking?
Special guest.
When do we start talking?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
what's up,
Mother? What's up?
Hi, everyone.
Hey, this is your fault, Fudge.
Are the kids?
Oh yeah, they here.
Hey, Callie, show me how fast you can run. Go.
Yeah.
Go. He go. Hurry up.
Well, what's the
definition? When are we talking? What's the definition of talking?
Upstairs.
Good job, Callie.
Go upstairs and finish your food. Are you ready to go to bed?
right. Well, it turned into a
Hey, ain't y'all on West Coast time? She gonna go to bed already?
Word.
Y'all great parents.
I swear I think he moved back, man. Hold on.
What's the like? What is your definition of talking? What is going? What's not going?
I feel like when I'm talking to someone, I'm a little bit more concerned about like I'm considering you as like part of my team. Like, okay, this is someone who I could potentially see myself with a little bit longer term.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, talking is definitely the team.
What's dating?
You're starting 5.
I feel like usually dating, I'm being more exclusive. Like if I'm dating someone.
You cutting the baskets off when you date? Are you cutting the baskets off when you talk?
No, I talk to most.
So the baskets are the other situations. That's what we call baskets.
Oh, I'm about to say because I'm
When
old.
we first started dating, he was like, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket.
Okay, that makes sense.
I have to have multiple baskets, and I was like, bet, me too. Like we're both about to be the Easter Bunny. You think you better be the only one?
And that's the honesty I was talking about.
You don't have any baskets.
Who, me?
All right, don't get
Well,
your
it's
feelings.
really nice talking to you.
Don't get your feelings hurt.
And I agree.
Don't get your feelings hurt.
Look, that basket right there, and the reason that no one wants to put that's the thing. The reason no one wants to put all their eggs in one basket is because everyone's scared right there. It's like yes, and it's that vulnerability, and that whole vulnerability leads to a whole cat and mouse game of dating.
Hey, so on that note, I'm glad you came on because my perfect segue to quarter 4, right? In a situation that we've all been in, we're with somebody, like we're exclusive and we know him, and like we live together. What is an average number of the amount of sex in a week?
I'm beating at least once a week.
Once a week?
At least. At least.
Fudge, give your answer first, Fudge.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little out of hand. Go ahead, Fudge.
Fudge frozen.
He frozen. He frozen.
Of course he's frozen.
I'm gonna say. You said once a week, Kyle?
No. I said we were talking earlier about this.
Wait, Fudge is back.
Oh, Fudge is back.
No, what's your average? Not at least one. What is your average?
Yes, we want you to answer first.
We want you to go first, boy.
Oh, so we had this in the group chat already. I say 2 to 3. I'm a tired, sleepy dude.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I would say 4. One, because most of the time, like women, they have a different drive than us. So it's like, if they want, there's 7 days in a week. You feel me? So it's like if I can give you 4, so I can at least say I'm doing my job. You feel me? But it's like if it's twice or less than that, y'all gotta try something else. Y'all gotta get something popping. Because that's a fundamental part of a relationship, man. So it's like, but I'm definitely on Futch's time though. I'm a tired, sleepy dude, man. So you know what I mean? 3 between 4.5 on a good week, like my man Eric said.
5 on a henny night, 5 on a gin. Nah, actually, it's a gin.
I can't see 5, man.
If I come home and like we lay in the bed, it's a wrap. I'm going to sleep. Like if you initiate, you know what I mean? Like when I'm standing by the dresser or something, we could probably get 4. You let me lay down? Yeah. If I'm laying down, I'm sorry, baby. Don't touch me. I'm sleepy.
Oh God!
My man said, "Yo, catch me by the dresser."
That's it. You gotta
spice it up.
We just got our episode title, yo. We just got our episode title.
That's
by the
dresser. That's it.
But you're a wild boy, man.
Oh man.
I want to hear AJ because I like AJ energy right now.
7 days a week. No, because look, 7 days a week. Either I'm beating you or I'm beating myself, but I'm gonna get 7 days.
No, see, no, go back because we need your honest answer.
You,
no, we
I'm
need
beating me.
No, but we need to know how many times are you on her.
7 days a week. I'm gonna get 7 a week. I don't. We can get more.
I feel you. But how many are you gonna give her with you?
Hey, look, whatever you jump in for. If you jump in, we can do 7 a week. But if you,
whether it's you,
if you want to tag in 3 times a week, all right, I'll tag you in. You know what I mean? You know the Hardy Bros. You know, I swan time bomb off the dresser 12:35 p.m.
Not off the dresser.
But if you tag, I'm not. Me and Jill.
There's 24 hours in a day. You can be tired.
And look, bro, like y'all know me. Y'all know I be up until about 2 a.m. So
he said you unemployed.
No, I'm not unemployed. I work from home.
Hey,
I know energy management.
You getting out of hand, bro. Wait a minute.
What you mean? Hold on, wait. Somebody says
what Math Academy just said?
I suppose menstruation is no problem. She got a mouth.
Okay.
Jazz, you didn't respond yet.
I'm also an everyday type of person, but if it doesn't, so I say there's 24 hours in a day. I may be tired at night. Just let me get a little nap. If I roll over at 3 a.m,
don't touch me.
If you roll over at 3 a.m. and you initiate, that's fine. But don't wake me up and expect me to get up out of my slumber and do everything because I'm like I said, I'm sleeping.
Or it might be before the alarm goes off. But it's gonna happen at some point in 24
hours. Interrupt me anytime on my last hour. You understand me? If you wake me up out of that last hour, you better be on some biblical status.
That's a great time. That's a great way to wake up. I think
I don't mind waking up to say I just don't want you to interrupt my shower. Don't come in my shower and trying to have sex with me and no, I'm feeling good.
You start this party, it's your party. You start this party, it's
AJ, you said jump on in anytime. So
I did not.
I just said
I said 7 days a week.
What's wrong with the shower?
Shower sex is trash.
I don't like it.
It's poor.
Shower sex is trash.
I hate it. He'll look like he loves it.
Nah, that's a little overrated. It's overrated.
Here's how it's really trash. Because when you live with a woman, the bottom of your tub is filled with baby oil. So now I not only gotta make sure that my footing is correct, but I got to make sure you don't bust your head and get a concussion on the faucet, and then I got to call the police and you butt ass naked. No, I can't do that because now I look like I'm a criminal.
Yeah, I'm not definitely going down for that.
I'm not gonna be Ted Bundy and you in the shower butt ass naked bleeding from your noggin.
Why your shower floor got mad baby oil?
Yeah, bro. I don't know why.
Women use hella baby oil when they get out the shower. Baby oil, lotion, and body scrubs and shit. I don't got no little floor, the little.
They don't fully dry off. They don't fully dry off. They put lotion on like while they still kind of like dripping. It's different.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not true.
Kind of.
I've seen it.
I have seen it. I've seen it. I gotta be fully dry.
So you dry all the way off, Green?
Absolutely.
That's
I don't like
the way to go.
And I like to put on socks when I get out the shower. So if I walk through,
you are the devil. What?
Your feet still soggy and you got socks on?
No. I said I dry completely off, and I make sure the floor is also dry because I like to put on socks. And I don't.
Butt ass naked with socks on?
When I get dressed, I put on socks. Who walks around the house barefoot?
Me?
Ew. What's the point of washing your feet?
Well,
you don't mop your floor?
Do you wash your feet?
Yeah, I wash my feet. I mop my floor.
Every day?
No, once a week.
So you come in from work with your dirty shoes.
I don't go to work.
Get them, Jazz. Get them, Jazz.
You're not allowed to wear shoes in my house. You take them shits off at the door.
Okay, so there's no other dirt roaming in your home. None.
Yeah, my 1-year-old child, but I wash his ass too.
Even worse.
What's up, Sam?
No, please don't engage her.
Oh,
I know you ain't take that Capri Sun. Get your Capri Sun back.
She wants me to squeeze it until the juice will come out.
So I got a question.
Go ahead.
I can't, Sammy. I can't. I don't want.
Wait, Green, you want to ask? Well, we'll go to the next question.
What?
How soon is too soon to fall asleep on a road trip?
How soon is too soon for what?
To fall asleep
on a road trip.
Immediately, you should know. Like,
if I'm not driving, I'm not there. So
I don't know. You got to ride. I need an hour minimum.
It depends on where you sitting at.
I don't give a damn where you sitting at. I don't give a damn where you sitting at. I need an hour minimum from everybody.
Not an hour minimum for everybody.
So
I stay up anyway because I don't trust other people driving.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about something.
9 times out of 10, I'm the driver because I don't trust nobody. If
don't spill my chips.
I'm the driver. I got the aux. So 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna put y'all to sleep with what I'm about to play after the first hour anyway.
I'm a sleepy dude. I might be asleep before we hit.
I ain't going nowhere with over an hour with AJ driving.
That's on everything.
What'd you say?
I ain't going nowhere over an hour with AJ driving.
I don't like. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Where are we going? What's the distance? What's the time?
Okay,
of distance?
so 8 hours. I asked this question because we drove to Denver this weekend from Louisiana. It was a 14.5-hour drive. We left at 4 a.m. I fell asleep.
I would have been out by 4:13. That's what.
Yeah, 4 a.m. is different. That's different.
I'm asking.
Yeah, that's different.
It ain't never too early to fall
Whoever
asleep.
got the first shift need to be ready. If we leaving
at
at 4:15,
it's like you don't have anybody else in the car.
No, I'm not trying to hit none of that, Cal.
That's just how
I'm on cow time.
Nah, Cal. Especially now that you're on the front.
I'm not trying to hit.
The front. I be doing my part to make sure I'm in the back seat.
Yeah, I be doing my part to get into the back seat too, man.
I ain't letting none of that slide.
I always got to drive because I need my seat exactly where it need to be.
I ain't letting none of that slide. 4 hours. I need an hour minimum.
I'm a terrible passenger, bro.
I can give you an hour. That's a 3-hour nap for me. I'm good.
That's
just
fine.
Make sure we get something to eat during my hour.
I'm in my groove. We get something to eat off the trip.
Yeah.
That's all right.
But I need my first hour to get in the groove, and once I get in the groove, we good.
Yeah.
We good.
I'm shutting myself up as soon as I get in there.
No. I'm see stuff like that. I'm talking immediately to Eric. Like we just gonna talk about nothing.
Right.
Like yeah. How'd you get your last name, Evans? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these are questions that I'm gonna ask you for this whole hour. Like I'm getting my hour. Like,
but how long are you driving?
If I'm first off, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, 14-hour drive was never an option.
When you switch?
Yeah, I'm fine.
8 is the max.
That's definitely the max.
Why didn't y'all get a flight?
Ever.
Because my daughter and my boyfriend came, and that would have been 3 plane tickets there and back to expensive ass Denver, Colorado.
I'm sorry, Jazz. Time is money.
Oh, it's okay. I love driving. I'm a military child. I'm
going to sleep. I'm sleepy all the time.
The Bluetooth speaker was charged as well, so we had 0 issues. It was
good.
Whatsoever.
Wait, y'all was driving with a Bluetooth speaker?
My car is better.
What type of 1997 Honda?
AJ, let her talk, bro.
My car is better on gas. I have a 2014 Ford Fusion, and my speaker has died in my car. And instead of getting it fixed, I put a Bluetooth speaker in my car because who's paying for a new speaker?
No, but we're not going 14 hours in your car.
Well, then you're going to be paying more gas than you should because we only had to stop twice to get gas.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm rolling with you.
I'm rolling.
My car is 165 miles.
Where is Exhibit?
Wait, 65 miles for a 14-hour trip?
65 miles per when my gas tank is full. That's how much gas I have in my car.
I thought you said 65 miles an hour. I was about to say, oh, nah, hell nah.
I'm with E, bro. Like, I'm a non-mother effing factor when it comes to road trips.
In terms of drive, I hope you can be okay with the person sleeping.
Yeah, unless I'm driving,
I am talking to you. Like that's it. Like I'm talking to you.
Yo, Cal,
No funny shit. I was in the trunk from Virginia to Detroit before.
Whoa, what?
And you
it was an SUV trunk. It won't
this was in college though. This was a little bit different. We
Yeah.
was all broke. We was all broke as hell.
I don't give a damn what type of trunk you was in.
I'm never doing that.
Was it a 4-door car or was it like an SUV?
He said it was a car, Fudge.
No, it was a sedan, and it was 6 of us.
What in the sex trafficking?
But why did you have to be the trunk guy?
What's all that?
I didn't want to be like I didn't want to be around nobody. At least I could stretch out a little bit.
You're curled up.
I didn't have no
You can't even see, bro.
I could
You don't
roll
know if an
over.
accident about to happen or nothing. I'm good on the trunk,
Can
bro.
you breathe?
If you get in an accident in the trunk, it's over, bro.
That's all right.
I didn't have no luggage. It was $60.
Only if we were.
That's a real ass question, bro.
Question, Fudge.
It was
Where the bags at?
it was only for Friday to Sunday. We had book bags.
Oh, y'all was
You ain't need to go.
Yeah, you did. You really did. That's what that was, man. That's a life lesson.
I was in college. I wasn't 30. I wasn't 32. Goddamn.
I don't care if you was 18.
Yeah, that was stupid then. That was stupid now. It was stupid.
I done did way more stupider shit.
Candy, how far was Maryland to Charlotte? It was about 5 hours.
About 5 hours.
About 5 hours. I talked to everybody in the car.
I got my nap, so I was good.
You got your nap because we had an argument.
But I specifically sat in the back seat, whether we had an argument or not. I started the argument so I could go to sleep. That's all a part of my plan.
Candace said, "I'm gonna get mine out early."
Hey,
keep talking to me.
Hey. But that argument lasted an hour.
Hey, I said I'll give you your hour. That's fine.
Cool. And that's fine. That's
when I was ready to go to sleep, I had to make sure that it was over.
I didn't
we
give a
had
damn.
to make sure that we ain't gonna be no more talking till somebody take a nap.
Hey, but that first hour we went at it. I didn't care.
So we're gonna
Eric going in.
Y'all good? You good?
No, I said Eric going in on the comments.
Oh yeah, he is. Speaker died.
I definitely done been on a road trip with
He said
DMX
3 hours
before,
into
though,
the
man.
trip, you got the CFO with the volume off.
DMX will keep you awake on that road trip.
You're real funny.
Okay, that motherfucker.
Good one.
My $50 for gas entitled me to sleep. Did you just hear us talk about a 14-hour road trip? Fuck your $50.
No, that's it, bro. If we taking Jazz car. That's a fact.
That's
my $50. That's all I've got for you, bro.
My 50 in the tank. I'm good. I got my 50.
I did my part.
Yeah. That's my sleep ticket, bro.
Nah, that ain't.
So we're gonna wrap it up with one last question before we get up out of here. So, so it's 2021. I don't know what everyone's professions are right now, but what if you got a job today? What if you applied to a job and you got a job primarily because you were black? How would you feel about that?
And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm blickety black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all.
You know how much shit I didn't get because I'm black, and you gonna give me something because I'm black, and I get paid for it? Cool.
Sign me up.
That's a fact, man.
The job.
I only bring that up.
The job that I have now, I put white on my resume, and they called me.
But here's the thing, man.
Because
on my application,
Hey, you don't put white on your resume, bro.
Because
I got laid off at my last job. I was unemployed for 8 months.
For being black.
And no, I just got laid off. And wasn't nobody calling me. When I was just doing my, when I was electing, for their purposes, and I was putting black, wasn't nobody calling me. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I started putting white. I got 3 interviews in a week, and I got this job.
And when you showed up to the interview, they were like, "Yeah, you know what? He might have just got a tan. I can't do that." You try to act like
turn your lights on. Turn your light on. Face the light here. Face the light.
I'm in the light. I'm in the light.
You in the shadows. You trying to be Bang. Come out.
If they put on that application that everything is true to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury, you better make sure you tell the truth.
That's all. They only disclose that information for tax purposes. They don't use the race and your disabilities for actual hiring processes. Those don't count to that portion of is everything true in this application. So you can take if people at my job can identify as a woman,
you got money for a federal lawyer to prove to them that they're not going to indict you for that.
What was the purpose? What was the purpose of this question?
So I asked that question today. I asked that question because like there's kind of a rift going on, and I don't want to call it corporate America, but just like I'm gonna call it hiring America, where it's like there's a focus on hiring minorities, not necessarily blacks, but like just minorities in general. And so I was just curious, like, granted, I'm qualified for the job, but are you about to just tap me because I'm black?
I have a real answer for this. Can I go?
There came a point where like we was fighting for this job. You know what I'm saying? Like we were trying to put our best foot forward, but now it's like the spotlight is on us in a sense. So I mean, because you got to like just take 20. I'm gonna just say 2020 as the reason why the spotlight is on us. Like I'm gonna just say because of 2020. So now it's like, yo, oh, you black? Let's talk more. You get what I'm saying? So like, you want to talk to me because I'm black? You want to talk to me because I'm qualified? You get what I'm saying? Like that's the point I'm trying to make. But go ahead.
Being black makes you qualified.
So here's my thing. Just like when Rachel Nichols was talking about Maria Taylor, and she said, just because you're so shitty at diversity, don't use my job. Just because someone's trying to do better at diversity doesn't mean I'm unqualified. What you're doing now is, as a diversity hire, you're recognizing that we have not been allowing qualified people of color in our doors. And we've been pushing them away, thinking that regardless of the things that they have on paper, just mentally, they're always going to be a little bit less than a tier below. Now, so once again, like I said before, if I'm a diversity hired, just because I'm a diversity hire doesn't mean I'm not qualified. I don't have to meet the qualifications. I don't meet the minimum requirements. I can give you every single thing this other person does. Now you're just acknowledging you weren't practicing proper hiring practices, giving people a chance. And so that's all that is.
Yeah,
that's where it comes in. Just because I'm a diversity hire, okay, yeah. Y'all fucked up. Not
black, but I'm still nice.
And so, even though it's like you said, 2020 brought this to light. This is not the first time. So, affirmative action has been a long time thing in America. And whenever there's a social divide, that's where they're gonna go to. That's their go-to, and that's a lot of way that they use to wash money and programs and all these things that they say to hire minorities. But here's my true answer to that question, right? Any and everything that I've ever got in this life, good or bad, has been because I'm black. So to AJ's point, if you got a bad track record with diversity and you got to make a black hire, I would think it's the universe giving back to me. It's my time. I'm due this now. So I'm going to take this job and I'm going to use it. But guess what? I can still hold the door open for other black people when I get in here. So it's like, just because an opportunity doesn't come the way that you want it to, doesn't mean you look that gift horse in the mouth.
I think black people know how to make something out of nothing, bro. Like, that's just us making like just something out of nothing, man. Like, all right, well, this is my opportunity.
They want jobs, we want jobs, but then when you give us jobs, we don't want it no more. So it's like, come on, bro.
So my take on that, I got pride issues. Like, I'm gonna be tight. You gave it to me because I'm black, but I applied for this job. I asked for this amount and you agreed to it. I'm gonna take it, but I might be a little salty on the back. Like,
be black and proud, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. So listening to you and AJ, like, you giving me a different perspective. But because if somebody I knew it because I was black and not because I'm qualified, I'm gonna be salty.
No,
also, that's their biggest trick, bro. Their biggest
You're always
trick
qualified. You wouldn't be in the door if you wasn't qualified.
The biggest trick is for them to make you doubt yourself. So it's like, oh, I'm not getting, like you start saying, oh, I'm not getting this job because of this, because I was black. No, it is because you're black, but it's because you were the elite black candidate. There were 50 other black candidates who didn't get the job. You're the one. Yes, we did have to make a diversity hire, but like AJ said when he was dating, we looked at all these resumes, we picked the best black candidate. So don't ever fall for that trick where people trick you out of your position, make you think that I'm less than because of they're running a foul. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing bricks and hiding their hand. Let them look themselves in the mirror and not be able to sleep at night. You take the job and take that job on up to the escalator, get the next one, and keep doing it to them.
But most of the time, we have to be overqualified anyway.
Which is why I said, don't you sit up there and think that you ain't like you said, if you in that room, you're supposed to be there, bro. We're elite, bro. We all of us have college degrees. Like, we're qualified to get the job. Like,
what I tell you about the last job that I got laid off from?
How you doing over there, Two-Time?
I agree with.
You agree with me? You agree with Fudge? You agree with?
Two-Time fed up with us. She ready for us to go.
She over this shit. What's she put in that cup? What's she put in that cup?
Huh? Lemonade, strawberries, and gin.
Gin.
Yeah.
Harry, Chris, ain't you?
Yeah.
You should have three on a fast break. I get it.
Going through some things.
Wine, but I didn't feel like drinking.
You know, the host of the show is a gin connoisseur, so you can't.
Who's a gin connoisseur?
This guy right here. Why don't you talk to this guy? I speak gin. That's all I speak.
Blue bottle one.
The blue bottle.
Half-Fire, Bombay.
So, have y'all tried Snoop Dogg's gin yet?
No.
Y'all support black people.
Did I try what you hear?
No, we ain't tried the gin yet, and I've been meaning to. I just had I need to be off the next day, bro.
I had his wine.
Like
I had his wine.
No, I don't know, but I just
I'm a
know.
wine drinker. I'm not really.
Yeah, now the wine.
Crimes you talking about?
The 19 crimes is definitely the wine.
Is it?
The gin is called Indulgio. It's like Indio, but it's in dog. It's like
say it one more time.
I need that shit on wax, yo. AJ, one more time.
Now you just see me torture this name. It's indigo.
That was classic. I can't wait to watch.
But it's dog. I feel
it's indigo, but instead of indigo, it's indulgo, and the bottle is purple. It's
everybody on that marketing team.
So it's like I've been meaning to try it because I just like to try new popular liquors sometimes. So like I said,
if you don't like it, give it away.
That's why I said I need to be off the next day. Because I'm gonna just going through it.
Make sure you like it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, but when you drink gin, I mean, what do you normally mix with gin, right?
Lemonade.
I don't drink gin. I only have wine, and I want my wine with my dinner.
You drinking gin now?
Because I wanted coffee, but we don't have creamer.
So you wanted coffee, you didn't have creamer, so you drank gin. Wow, motherfucker.
So you didn't go get an energy drink or
no?
You couldn't get a 5 hour of bang.
That's gonna make my face go crazy.
Gin was what you chose.
So what's crazy is you look down on me upon energy drink, but you immediately went to gin.
Because I wanted liquor.
You just said
all right, well look.
I wanted alcohol. I don't want to drink my dinner wine now. I want to drink my wine when I cook dinner. I haven't cooked dinner.
Right, hey, we don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke with you.
Y'all are making my eyebrow raise.
All right, Dwayne Johnson.
Where's Eric? I know he got some shit to say.
Eric, where you at, bro? We get ready to wrap it up. But
playing the game.
Well, Hill, Ken, and AJ, we genuinely appreciate you guys coming on and showing us love, man. Thank you for the sports, education, the knowledge, the authenticity. Like it's been like this is obviously this is the longest episode we've had. But like all I'm thinking about is like the amount of clips I'm about to create. You know what I'm saying? Like I just love the different topics we touched on and just the different energies. Like appreciate y'all, man. This is exactly what this episode was supposed to be.
It's this we family now, man. We family. Yeah. We've been family, so
cousin.
Creative corner. Since we're family, support family.
Corner.
Support the family since we're family.
Oh no, we gonna support. Oh, tell us about Jazz's Creative Corner, because I know Cannon was asking about it. So let's get some love on Jazz's Creative Corner.
I wish Futch was at home so he could show his daggone stuff.
Ah, yeah. Futch,
I got a picture. Show the picture, Cal.
So Hill wasn't here. I do custom art.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing is like 2 of 5. And it's just a 4-foot wooden board, and I just do whatever people ask for. Futch has a nice. What are you using it as, Futch?
For my big coaster, I put my glasses, my shot glasses, and my liquor on it. I sent the picture. Cal gonna put it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
I do water bottles, but I mainly paint most of the time.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get my daughter some so she can be hyped.
Oh,
there you go.
Everything is, Jazz does it all. Like,
do it all. You can go to my Facebook.
Yeah, I need you to put me in that.
There you go. There it is. It's a wooden circle.
Oh yeah, that's elite.
Oh, hold on. We may need some. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he throw that logo on there, like, y'all lit, bro.
You see the
right behind Kenan, right behind AJ, right behind you here, like
yeah.
It's lit.
You see the crown apple? That's the 25. That's the normal size joint. So that's how big it is.
I peeped that it was big because I already know that's a whole shot glass, and the space in between that. I'm like, yeah, that's a whole liquor mat for when you just. You can just go ahead and get to up, huh? Fuck.
Look at I grew up now.
You gonna need Advil after one of them nights, bro.
Facts. But again, bros, appreciate y'all coming on, man. Love is love, man. Like it's been a great episode. I don't know what else to say. Like I just love the energy, love the content, love it all, man. So,
bro, we appreciate the love.
Man, E, thank you for tapping in and making this show what it was. Like your energy definitely made the show. It was just a great all around situation, man. Like, game ball to everybody, like that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I got anything?
We appreciate the love, man. Just thanks for having us. You can find us everywhere at 3manweave_. We on Instagram, Twitter. You can find us on Facebook at 3manweave, Facebook group. And that's it. If they need to hit us on the email, how can they hit us on the email here?
You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. See, I was going through technical difficulties earlier. I couldn't get it off. So,
that's how many episodes I listened to is 3.man.weave. Like I was like, That's a hell of a email address right
That's
there.
a hell of a Gmail address. God.
Hey, shout out to y'all boys.
Can't forget it.
We're gonna run this back in a few months, man. Like this was a great episode. But again, we appreciate y'all. Listeners, thank you for tapping in. Viewers, thank you for tapping in. You can find us. You can find the Off the Strip podcast. Just type in Off the Strip pretty much anywhere, and we'll pop right on up. You can listen to us pretty much anywhere. Our link is in our Instagram and our Facebook bios. Thank you again. Apparently, I'm no longer in the talking phase, so I gotta go.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm about to say you way past that.
Right, y'all be easy in the streets. OTS, we out of here.
OTS, love y'all boys, man.
I don't know about that Kappa Alpha Psi stuff, but this is where we belong. We ending the show just like that.
Love you too, Futch.
Wow, that's so cool.